we are super excited about the combination of Mediaocean and 4C because we think it gives us an opportunity to really modernize what we mean by the system of record. So if we just look back a little bit, Mediaocean has always provided, quote unquote, the system of record, which means handle a lot of the core financial functions, right, in the back office, so that, the entire cycle from budget management to spend to payments to reconciliation, everything, it ticks and ties for advertisers as well as, agencies. That's really been what Mediaocean has been doing over years. Now, with the combination of 4C, what you add on top is a lot more data science capabilities to really modernize, the entire stack. So fundamentally, our vision now is that, hey, we want to provide that best independent platform for agencies and for advertisers for omnichannel buying, right? That's really what it means. And I can dissect, what the stack means, but effectively our vision is, in the long term, as the products come together, right, to provide a vertical stack that is all the way from audiences to the back office functions around financial reconciliation and reporting and everything in between. And we can talk more about that. But that's really the vision. In one place, bring all the capabilities that agencies and advertisers need for omnichannel buying.
So I wanted to ask about omnichannel across the open web, the programmatic web, and also the walled gardens, which is perhaps a bigger challenge. Where could that play out?
Yeah, a lot of people use the word omnichannel, right? But in our minds, it's effectively, right, one platform that allows you to work across, all these different media channels, from TV to digital to print to radio, audio, etc. Right? All kind of in one place. Now, that doesn't mean that each of these channels are, behave the exact same way. They don't. There are differences, right? For example, the way TV is handled or the way you work across, digital ecosystems like Google and Facebook is very different than the web. So for us, we don't just believe that it's the I guess that it's the same capabilities across each of these ecosystems, but we do know that in order to traverse all these different ecosystems, you need consistency, right, in different aspects of campaign management. For example, you need audiences to be consistent. Define an audience, right, that you as a marketer care about, and then find that audience in different channels. You need creative to be handled in a consistent way, right? Which means, things like bring all the assets in one place, make sure that you can reformat those assets for use across different channels, right? An Instagram story looks very different than, let's say, when you're doing, a TV spot. Similarly, if you go on and on into the vertical stack, the way we handle planning needs to incorporate the fact that consumers are going across different channels. And therefore, you need to be able to appropriately allocate the budget across those different channels, right? Using a lot of, data science and machine learning and historical information. Similarly, when it comes to buying, there are differences, right? The way you buy TV is changing, but still is very different than real-time auction-based buying, in some of the digital ecosystems. And then there are other elements of the stack that are equally important. Reporting, right? Bring all the data around campaign management and performance in one place and surface insights so that better decisions can be made. So stepping back, right? When we say that enable omnichannel advertising for the buy side, for the ecosystem, what that means is the product needs to be this integrated vertical stack that handles the different layers that I'm talking about. And only when you can do that can you work in one platform across all channels.
Anupam, now you guys work a lot in Converged TV. You have relationships and great relationships with some big national networks. How do you see your work developing there, perhaps in a more integrated way with Mediaocean or not? But what are the TV networks, the programmers asking from you, and what's next in the Converged TV space?
Yeah, it's fascinating. It's a great question. Converged TV, or as we are calling it, next gen TV, is one of our top priorities, right? And really, it kind of stems from some fundamental beliefs and what we see from a consumer behavior perspective. Number one, no longer can you do TV and OTT or addressable in different sites, right? Especially given kind of the pandemic, consumer behavior is changing rapidly, right? So we have to think convergence, which means at the end of the day, we have to think, how do we provide one, platform that allows, you to define an audience and to find that audience across a combination of where they're consuming, quote unquote, their TV, right? Linear, addressable, OTT, connected TV in one place. So which means we are rapidly moving to a point of convergence. And there are many use cases that kind of stem from that, right? How do you do unified planning? How do you do reach extensions from TV to OTT, right? How do you measure in one place so that you know exactly, what kind of deduplicated, reach and frequency or business outcomes you're getting? So that's a vision. And we have a lot of capabilities already, that can be put to bear. And I think the opportunity now, right, with Mediaocean and with buyers who already are using the Mediaocean system to manage all their TV spend end to end, is to essentially, bring the converged capabilities and to help them, change the way in which they're thinking about TV. That's really the opportunity, as well as, the work ahead of us in the near term.